Okay, we're going for it. There's a new floss tube in the world now. Um, am I doing it right? I don't know. I don't even know where to look. I don't know what to do with my hands, but it's fine. We're here now. I got it all set up and I'm ready. My name is Kelsey, and this is my first floss tube. My Instagram handle is October Cove, so this will be October Cove Stitches. And I've been stitching for almost 10 years now. In November is my 10-year stitching anniversary. I just recently started to really get into Flosstube and trying to watch as much as I could, trying to find things that I like, people who kind of stitch the same things as me, or even if they don't, just are interesting to watch and listen to. And so I really kind of just wanted to do one myself as well because I love to talk about cross stitch so much, and I don't really have that many people to talk about it with. So wanted to come on here and just yeah. Um I feel like I'm gonna lose my train of thought a whole bunch. I'm really sorry. Um and I'm just gonna say a lot. Maybe I can get that part out. We'll see. So yeah, my first floss tube. Pretty sure that my mom is gonna be the first one to like watch it and comment. She's just so supportive. Hi, mom. Yeah, so I guess let's just get started so you don't have to hear me rambling for a whole bunch. My first thing I'm gonna show you is, I guess what I should say is I'm just going to show you all stuff that I've been working on this past 3 months of this new year, 2026. So kind of like a first quarter update. Just anything that I started and got my hands on. So first thing I'm going to show you today is I didn't plan for this to be like a self promotion for my first thing that I wanted to show you, but so this is a chart that I actually designed myself. It's called Where the Love Light Gleams. Kind of a Christmassy ornament. Is it focusing? I don't know. But yeah, so I actually stitched this last year, but I just fully finished it. And I used like a flat mount kind of tutorial for it. Made some cording that kind of blends in with my backing fabric, which is actually a pair of jeggings that I had that just had some holes in it, so I thought I could repurpose it. But this is stitched on a 16 count Aida and Dusk from Picture This Plus. That's a cute little bow that I made. Yeah. I will link where you can download it. It is available for free, as well as all my other little Christmas ornament designs. Forewarning, I like Christmas ornaments. So I'll continue with the Christmas ornaments. Uh, this is the next one I want to show you. I don't know, I'm kind of jumping the gun. This is kind of a hodgepodge chart. This is kind of taken from Teresa Kogut's Merry Christmas freebie. I really love Teresa's Pink Coat Santa. I love the colors and I love the checkered in it, but I just do not have the capacity to stitch that right now. So I wanted to use the same color palette as that. And then, so I kind of used little bits and pieces from her freebie chart to chart this up. And then I did this kind of little checkered, I don't know, quilting bottom of it. I'm not like super satisfied with it. I kind of wish I just did a dark and the dark brown and the red to kind of match that. I didn't. Oh, and then there's the back. There's a little snowman, even though you probably won't see the back. Then I just made some cording to correspond. So there's that one, stitched on 16 count Aida from Picture This Plus and Woodland. Next ornament. I know you don't know you're going to get so many ornaments. This is Weary World Rejoices from Stitching with the Housewives. I stitched that on 16 count Aida from a shop on Etsy, Lilu X Stitch. There's kind of like a little gleam in it, if you can see. A little sparkle. I just used different colors from my stash for the little berries and the twigs and the snowflakes probably. But just wanted to do kind of a simple pillow stitch. I really want to improve my skills with my pillow finishing this year, so it's what I'm kind of focusing on. And just glue this ribbon on with some Aleene's Tacky Glue, my fave. So that is my my February submission for the 12 and 26 Christmas ornament stitch along on Instagram. It is my third year participating and I love it so much. It's just really pushed my boundaries, I guess, or my confidence. Just trying all these new finishing stuff. So yeah, my next one I have is called Gentle Noel. It's from Twisted Willow Designs and it's in the Just Cross Stitch Winter 2024 magazine. And it is stitched on 16 count Aida from Picture This Plus in Messy. Just kind of did a flat circle finish. Did this little bow. I just love those. They really are gentle colors. I love it. One thing to mention, um, there must have been just like a misprint or mistype in the pattern, and the bird is actually charted. Like this is what the cover photo looks like. However, it's charted to like make the bird kind of an orangish red. Almost looks like a robin. So if you stitch it how it's printed, it won't look like the charted picture, if that makes sense. So I did have to find the corresponding DMC that looked like the anchor color. I don't know. You'll figure it out if you ever decide to stitch it. But yeah, I haven't even posted that one on Instagram yet, so a little sneak peek. My next ornament is almost fully finished, but not really. It is a Prairie Schooler Santa 1995. If you see me, I'm like looking down at my notes so I don't forget anything. I wanted to be super prepared. But this is stitched on 16 count Aida, Picture This Plus in Dusk. And I did change a lot of the not a lot of the colors, but mostly everything on Santa. I kept all this stuff the same. I don't know if that's like taboo to change Prairie Schooler colors, but I did because I like bright colors. And there's the back. I'm not pleased with the back. I did the technique where you can like cut open the back part and then flip it inside out that way instead of like on the seams, and then just use like this adhesive like fabric to put on it. But you can clearly see the cut on the inside still because the fabric's really light. And also this adhesive didn't really work on this fabric because it's kind of like glittery, if you can see. So it didn't really stick all the way. You can kind of see it flaring up, but it works. We're learning. Another pillow finish. And I think to like fully finish it, I really want to do some like ribbon ruching around the edge with some beads. I think that'll look really cool and like spacey. So yeah, another little pillow finish. All right. Is that all my Christmas ornaments? I think so. You made it through my Christmas ornament segment, but don't worry, there'll always be more. I stitch those year round. But let's just continue to go through my seasonal stitching. I really want to be one of those people who have a bunch of little holiday pillows on a little display. So slowly working my way up to that. So I'm just going to kind of go in chronological order here. We'll go to Valentine's Day stuff. So this is a little freebie chart from Kathy Roy. You can find that on her Instagram, just stitched on 16 count Aida black. But just use my own stuff from my stash. Is this even? I don't know if you can see it. Wanted to make a little pillow again. Use kind of a quilting border for it. So yeah, pretty cute little cherries. And next for my Valentine's Day. Okay, this is really cute. I love it. This is Love Charm, and it's a freebie from Stitch on Good Luck that she posted this year. I used DMC 107, kind of a variegated, as you can see. And then I used 16 count Picture This Plus in Sherbert. And I really wanted it to look like one of those like obnoxious vintage Valentine's Day like chocolate boxes. So I really wanted to make it like, super extra. So just used a little heart template, put some lace, added some cording, 2 little bows. Isn't that cute? All right, this is cute, but my next one, I wanted to make it look like this. I didn't get as far because I cut it too close when I trimmed the fabric, and so it looks all wonky. I'm not really happy with it, but I still will finish it eventually. This was a little freebie from a blog that I can try to link to. Doesn't really have a name for the chart anyway, but I use the same fabric and DMC for it. I know, I messed up. He's still cute though. So we'll probably fully finish that next year maybe. And so moving right along to St. Patrick's Day, which we just kind of finished up. I stitched this year. Isn't that cute? This is Pot of Gold from Shannon Christine Designs. And it's also a freebie chart. That you have to find the freebie chart on her website. Like you have to go through all her listings and it's like hidden among like the pictures of another listing that she has of just a random pattern. So you really do have to go searching for it. But isn't that cute? I did use all the called for DMCs. And then it's 16 count Ada, Picture This Plus in Coastal. And then I made kind of just a weird oblong shaped pillow just to have a little something different shape. That's pretty cute. Okay. My next one, another cute little pillow. I stitched this last year. That was upside down this way. Here we go. I stitched it last year, and it's March Quaker from the Work Basket, stitched on 16 count Picture This Plus in Fog. And I used 4 different green DMCs, and then another DMC is called Wildflowers for the letters. And a cute little button. Here's the back. And I used a tutorial from Tiger Lily Designs to add the rickrack. That was my first time adding rickrack, like sewing it in and then stuffing it with that walnut shell. Like I said, I'm still learning and practicing stuff. Like, that looks so bad. The hand stitching where I did that, it looks really bad. So I'm still practicing that, but luckily it's on the back, and as we know, these will just sit. No one's going to see the back, and no one's going to look too closely, right? Yeah, I'm not a professional, still learning, but it's cute, and I'm so happy it's finished. Really working on my pillow skills. Okay, another St. Patrick's Day one. Little cutie. You Are My Lucky Charm, and it's a freebie from Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting that you can find on her blog somewhere among there. I use the same colors as the March Quaker, the greens and the DMC, kind of rainbow color. Yeah, let's see. Same fabric too, 16 count Eden Fog. Just a little simple pillow. I love just the little rickrack. Yeah. All right, moving right along. My next one, we're done with pillows now. We're gonna do just straight up stitches. I'm really excited for this one. Oh, it's so pretty. You all know who this is, right? Jedex Stitch. This is Blueberry Harvest. It's found in the Just Cross Stitch summer issue 2025, right? Yeah, so almost a year ago. 16 count Ada, Picture This Plus in Nessie. And it's my first Jedex stitch, and I just love all of her charts, but don't really have capacity to stitch the big ones just yet. But that's so pretty. I feel like the colors are a little different from like the model stitch picture that you see, but still absolutely gorgeous. All called for threads. This orangey red is a Threadworks color, and the rest are DMC. I don't know if I want to make it a pillow or if I want to do like a stand up. Probably still practice my pillow stuff, I guess. We'll see. Okay. My next one I'm going to show you is a big one. I don't just do all smalls, I promise. But I'm definitely in my smalls era. Okay. Just do it. Is it all in there? This is a mashup that I'm doing of Halloween Town and Midnight Way from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. They're two separate charts that I'm putting together, so it's going to be kind of like a Pumpkinville type situation, if you're familiar with that. Trying to get the colors to show really well. Yeah. I've been working on this I started it April 2024. So its 2-year anniversary is coming up, and I've decided to try to like really go hard on it and at least get all the infrastructure type stuff done before I can do all those little details. It's my work break, like my lunch break project that I have at work. So I at least get to stitch on it almost every day. 16 count Ada, picture this plus in Windy, a pretty purple. I'm using all the called for like colors, but I've made a lot of changes as to where the colors go. I've like combined both of the color palettes. So I planned some stuff when I started, but a lot of it I'm making up as I go. There's some like glitter in the middle, but hopefully I will have it done soon. Definitely been working on it for a while. Okay. Another whip that I have, so pretty, and I'll have to figure out if I can show you the chart and what the actual chart looks like because I don't have that big of a start on it. But let's see. Is that how it goes? Yes. Okay. This is Swan Song, and it is a collaboration from Uncanny Carry and These 20 Stitches. And the chart is so pretty. I just love it. And it's my first time using silks, which are a little out of budget, but they're so nice to work with. I am a believer. It's so pretty. I'm using 3 of the called for dinky dyes. I subbed a red. The red is a classic color works. And that blue teal is from Romy's Creation. I stole that from my mom's stash. So gonna work on it, but did I say the fabric? It's 16 count Ada, picture this plus in Monet. But yeah, super pretty. It's about as like full coverage as I will ever get. It's not full coverage, but it feels like it to me. I must have like been talking really fast because I have one more to show you and then we're done. This is my little Easter finish. Isn't she cute? I literally just finished it last night, so that's why fresh off the hoop. This is Easter Basket from Stitchy Princess. And I did change a lot of the colors. Maybe not a lot. But I changed, I used a lot of like different pastels, like 3 pastels from Stash. I used all of this from Stash. Nothing is called for. And I did add, I really loved it because there was just this little baby bunny and her mama, but I had to add a second baby bunny because I have 2 young children, as you can tell from my background. I was really struggling on where to film this because this has like the best light, but yet my background is not, it's not appealing at all. Sorry if it was distracting. I went to other places in my house that may have been better, but the lighting wasn't good, and I'll probably watch this back and be like, the lighting's not good there either. Anyway, so I had to add the little baby bunny. I also, just a slight change. I think this looked more like a T in the chart, but I took out some of it to make it more look kind of just like a cross, because that's what Easter is about. And yeah, this is, can you guess, 16 karat Ada from Picture This Plus in Heartland. I'm an Ada girl, okay? I feel like everyone else on Flosstube is really just so knowledgeable of other fabrics and like linens, even weave, Lugana, all that stuff. I wish I was like that, but I know what I like and what is easy for me to stitch on, what's accessible to me, what's affordable, and it really is Picture This Plus Ada. Um, I'm starting to venture out into other brands of Ada, like hand dyed. So we'll get there. But yeah, and that's kind of why I hesitated on even ever doing a floss tube, because I just felt, I don't know, there's not like, I feel like there's a stigma with Ada, and it's not anybody's ever made me feel that way. But I don't know what it is. Like, I think because I always call it, oh, it's the beginner. It's not like heirloom quality. It's not sophisticated. No one's ever said that to me, but it's a vibe. I don't know. So, but I'm an Ada girly, okay? Get used to it. Just kidding. Everyone's fabrics are gorgeous. Yeah. I'll probably turn this into a pillow. I'm gonna go hard and try to finish up another Easter small this week, so I can get started on that. And then I have like a few actually bigger projects that I really want to start. I was in my smalls era for a really long time, like with both my little babies. It's really hard to do big projects, so smaller ones are just a lot easier for me. So, but I think I'm ready to start some bigger ones. So, yeah, I will probably show you those next time. Hopefully, there's next time. Hopefully, I'm able to upload this and get it all going. But this was pretty short, right? Another reason I never got into Flosstube at first was because I always thought the videos were really long, and I just didn't have the capacity to watch them. So yeah, try to just easy breezy short. Um, yeah, if you would like, if you can comment on which charts like you really liked, or if you stitched any, if you have the same style, I don't know. I would just love to see what you guys are doing. And also comment if you have Flosstube suggestions. So I've really been trying to watch as many as I can. But if you have some like really good ones, your favorites, please let me know. I would love to check them out. And yeah, I'm sorry if this was weird. I don't know. Um, I hope you didn't keep a running tally of how many times I said it's probably a lot. So yeah, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining me.